Good morning. I want to talk about Memorial Day today, since it's Memorial Day weekend coming up, and why it's important to think about this now. So, Memorial Day was started after the Battle of Gettysburg, essentially. 1864, after the battle, they figured out the sum of soldiers and people that died due to the Civil War, and it was 620,000 plus people. Remember that number. 620,000 Americans killing each other over land and rights and slavery, and just a terrible thing, right? Now, in 1864, women of Boalsburg, Pennsylvania went to the graves of the fallen soldiers for the Union and the Southern soldiers and put flowers and decorations on their graves. Doesn't matter what side they were on. They realized how terrible this was. Fast forward 2 years later, and women of Columbus, Mississippi went over to the graves in Carbondale, Illinois, where there was terrible battles, and laid flowers on those graves. And then Major General Logan gave a speech which created the holiday, not on the day that it falls on now, but that was later on done by the federal government, creating it to be a national holiday. But it created a movement in memory of the 620,000 American citizens that died. And yes, it is for remembering the fallen soldiers, but it's also remembering their bravery. These men went out there and had cannons and loaded guns with bullets traveling at them at extreme speeds to penetrate and kill them, right? Penetrate their bodies and kill them. They put themselves on the line for what they believed, or may have not believed, was the right thing to do, because they may have been forced into it. That's part of what the draft was. Now, think about today. With this pandemic going on, there's around 95,000 deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. And again, I think these numbers are inaccurate because funding for hospitals is happening by reporting deaths that can be linked to this, which some of those may have not been. It's a very mismanaged situation, in my opinion, and you can comment and say what you want. But think about these numbers. There are 331 million citizens in the United States around 2020. It's not accurate, but that's about where it's at. 95,000 deaths linked to that. In 1864, there was 31 million in the United States. 620,000 deaths. I didn't break down the ratio because I don't think it's necessary. You can kind of figure it out yourself. So, right now, we need to be American citizens and be brave in our own way, which pales in comparison to what those soldiers did and started this holiday. We need to get out and we need to go to restaurants. We need to go to stylists. We need to go to everybody in the food and service industry and get out there and tip your asses off. You need to get back and be a consumer to help take care of each other, because right now the government's not taking care of us the way they should be. So we are the most powerful component of the United States, and I think the best way you can honor those soldiers that died to help shape this nation is to get out there and help your fellow citizens and do what you can do to help give back right now. This is what you guys need to think about. And I'm going to tie this into real estate. I was the 5th top ranking veteran VA loan producing lender in the United States last year. This isn't a bragging point. Numbers don't lie. I see a lot of VA loans. And I see a lot of loans that are mismanaged by loan officers out there. And I see a lot of real estate agents not handling the contracts appropriately or doing things they should be doing during the transaction. You, sir and ma'am, are a problem for your veterans that went out and put their lives on the line for the most part and earned the right to get that VA loan and that purchase and you're not taking the time to learn your craft, which is not that difficult, VA loans are the easiest loans to do out of any loan out there. The guidelines are written openly to interpretation. They're not either yes or no. It gives the ability for the lender to be able to make things happen. And for you agents out there that need to learn the steps of the things you need to do during a VA transaction, you need to take the time to do that. Because the best way you can honor anybody that's gone out and put themselves on the line or serve their country is serving them back. That's what I feel about this situation, and that's where you should be. Sorry if I'm a little direct. This may trigger some of you, but it's a fact. But get out there, be a consumer. Get out there and help people, tip them. I don't care, give money, donate, help people in need right now to get back up, start this nation back up again, get this engine moving. And quit listening to the news, guys. I'm not a doctor. I can't advise you on what to do. If you have somebody that's at risk, yes, take care of them. Make sure you don't get them sick. But this disease is not a speeding bullet coming at your head. When do we toughen up as a nation? And that's what you all need to do. Toughen up, get out there, take care of each other, and don't be selfish. Have a good day.